is heading back again. Rams win it, and on to Super Bowl 53 they go.
What does Happy Gronk mean for Super Bowl Sunday? My name is Mike Petraglia, joined outside Mercedes-Benz Stadium by Evan Lazar and Alex Barth. Okay, guys, we've seen Rob Gronkowski bouncing around. He's singing a tune, literally, during these media sessions.
Dancing
and he looks
on the stage at opening night.
He hasn't, done any flying into the crowd.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Hopefully there won't be any
crowd
crazy
surfing
stories before Super Bowl 53 of that. But anyway, what is a really good attitude from Rob Gronkowski, a relaxed Gronk, mean for Sunday?
Well, Tom Brady said it best. He went on TV the other day, and he said he's really happy to see Gronk happy, because usually happy Gronk means elite, awesome Gronk in the game, and I think that that's what the Patriots are hoping. This has been a tough season for Gronk. He hasn't shied away from that. He said that his body has taken a lot of hits this year, and he's been dinged up pretty much all year, and that has really brought his mood down, and we've seen it. I mean, we've seen it firsthand that he hasn't always been this jovial guy, so I think that it's good news. The bye week, I'm sure, did him some good to get a little bit of extra rest going into this game.
I think that's very true.
Yeah.
And I think that overall, it can't be bad news for the Patriots that Gronk is in a good mood, and he's going to have his opportunities in this game. I think the Rams' strategy is really going to be to take away the middle of the field and take away Julian Edelman and James White, which means that there's going to be a lot of one-on-one matchups for Rob Gronkowski, I think probably against Aqib Talib, and if he's Mr. Gronk, if he's, elite Gronk, then we're going to see him win that matchup.
How happy do you think he would be, Alex, going up against Aqib Talib, and what are the on-field conversations going to be like if that's the case?
Probably nothing we can say on this video. No, those are two guys that, everybody thinks of Gronk as this goofball, this clown, this happy-go-lucky guy. I've heard players say that he's a pretty elite trash talker. He can give it. And Aqib Talib, you want to talk about elite trash talkers? I mean, there is nobody above Aqib Talib. So that's going to be an intense matchup, a physical matchup. Yeah. Two guys who, for all intents and purposes, probably their last shot at a ring. That is going to be, and me and Evan, we do the key matchups every Friday. You want two guys to keep an eye on Sunday, watch those two up and down the field.
There's going to be a lot of mugging back and forth between those two, a lot of holding and grabbing and fighting at the line of scrimmage, and I think that it's in the best interest of both guys to probably just let it all go and let those two just play it out on Sunday.
Let the officials let it go, too, and just let those guys do what they do. Yeah.
This Patriots report from Super Bowl 53 in downtown Atlanta is brought to you by the good folks at betonline.ag. Go to clnsmedia.com/win and use the promo code CLNS50 for a 50% buy-in bonus. Again, use the promo code CLNS50 at clnsmedia.com/win. Okay, maybe I'm reading too much into this, but you know where I'm going to go, and I know you didn't want to get into this too much. But Happy Gronk, could it be as simple as him just, soaking it all in, because this could be his final go-around at the Super Bowl, Evan?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that what we're seeing is maybe not necessarily that he has decided that he's going to retire, but I don't think that these players, especially Gronk and Brady and Julian Edelman, are taking this for granted, right? I don't think that they know that there's a guarantee. We might think that it's a guarantee that they're going to be back in this game next year, but they certainly don't look at it that way. And I feel like Gronk as a whole is kind of just saying, listen, I don't know if I'm going to retire, but I might retire. And I also don't know if I'm going to be back here in a year. And then the year after that, I really could be looking at retirement. So at some point in time, this is going to be my last Super Bowl, so I'm going to treat it like it is.
Something we haven't discussed. He was very forward on Wednesday, talking about the toll this season has taken on his body. He was very serious. This wasn't Happy Gronk per se. No. This was, Gronk admitting the fact that, look, the NFL is an incredibly physical game, and it's been physical on me.
Yeah. And that's a guy that's getting introspective. That's a guy that's maybe taking a look at things and realizing his, not to be too morbid, but realizing his own mortality from a football point of view and from a literal point of view, and thinking, I'm not in great shape, but I can still walk, I can still talk. I've made a lot of money. I still have a lot of money in the bank. Maybe I get out while I still can.
Evan?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that when we get those candid moments from the Patriots players, it's cool because we don't always get the honesty. And I think Devin McCourty and Rob Gronkowski have both been extremely honest with us this week about their futures and just about where their head is at after a long season that for both players has had some up and downs, but especially for Gronk. And I think that really what we're seeing is that a player that his body hasn't responded the way that he's wanted it to respond to just little injuries, not necessarily big season-ending type stuff, but just a little ankle nick here and a little back nick there, and he hasn't been able to just bounce back. He said it himself. He was like, they want us to go full throttle in practice, and then they want us to go full throttle in a game, and I just don't have it. And so maybe back to the bye week thing, I think that's a big reason why maybe he plays well on Sunday.
For all things Gronk and the Patriots from Super Bowl 53, be sure to follow us on CLNSmedia.com, follow us on our YouTube page, and of course on Twitter at Patriots CLNS. Outside Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, for Evan Lazar and Alex Barth, Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.